Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another amazing episode on the Unleashing Potentials podcast. Joining me today is Megan. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, Bernadette?
I'm doing good. Welcome to the podcast, Megan. Welcome, welcome. Where in the world are you tuning in from? What country?
Alabama, USA.
Awesome, awesome. Can you start, Megan, by telling us who you are and what you do?
I'm an actress and YouTuber.
Hmm.
I just started my own YouTube show for kids last year called the Aunt Nae Nae Show,
Hmm.
and I'm also known as Aunt Nae Nae.
Yeah.
And I've been pursuing acting professionally for about 20 years now. And I'm
Hmm.
a member of both unions, SAG-AFTRA and Actors Equity. And
Hmm.
I'm just doing my YouTube show and going to
Hmm.
auditions and podcast and stuff,
Yeah.
all
Oh,
that good
that's
stuff.
awesome. Yeah. Did you always wanted to do the job that you're doing now?
um, I always loved performing and like singing. And when I was little, I would perform in front of my parents a lot and stuff like
Hmm.
that. But
Hmm.
I didn't decide that I was going to make it a career
Hmm.
until I was in college and I didn't know what I was going to major in. And I
Hmm.
was in show choir in college at the time.
Hmm.
And then I said, you know what? This is no longer just an extracurricular activity. This is what I want to do for my life and my
Yeah.
work. And so that's when I majored in theater and got a scholarship and went to
Hmm.
college, a
Yeah.
four-year college, and got a bachelor's degree in theater.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's so
And
fantastic. Yes,
yeah,
yes. Yeah. When you're acting, what does it do for you on a healing level?
it's interesting that you use the word healing because it is like
Hmm.
medicine.
Yes.
Like when I get up on, I'm normally a shy, quiet
Mhm.
person in
Yeah.
real life,
Yeah.
but when I get up on stage and start singing,
Hmm.
like performing as Maria in The Sound of Music, which I did a few years ago,
Oh,
it
wow.
just like I turn into a different person and I come alive and I become
Hmm.
who I truly am, who I'm truly meant to be. And my
Hmm.
dad said one time after he saw me perform in The
Hmm.
Sound of Music, he said, you know what, Megan, I think this is what you're meant to do. So I'm going to help you and I'm going to support you from now on. And they did, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's
Yeah,
my
that's
answer to
so
that.
cool. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. It's so important and needed for all of us to support each other's dreams. And I'm so happy to hear that your family supported you through that. That's
Yeah, they
beautiful to
do.
see. Yeah, yeah. So which role did you play in The Sounds of Music? I love that play, by the way. There's a
I
movie too, right?
play, huh?
There was a
Sorry.
movie as well, right? The Sound of
Yeah, it's
Music.
a movie with Julie Andrews. I played the title role of Maria, who
Oh,
plays the governess of Captain Von Trapp's
yeah.
children. There's 7 children.
Yeah.
And I sang that song, Doe, a deer, a female
Oh,
deer.
yeah.
I sang it better than that, though. I'm not warmed up.
Wow. Yeah, that's so cool. That's awesome. Let's talk about healing. What have you had to heal and able to do the work that you're doing?
Um, my mental health journey hasn't been easy the past,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say, 5 to 10 years or so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to go into detail, but
Yeah.
I'll just talk in general terms.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I've been dealing with is anxiety and depression,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Mm-hmm.
am getting professional help for those things,
Yeah.
therapy and a psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I'm going to say about my mental health. But
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that's what I've had to heal. And
Yeah.
also my own insecurities and just,
Mm-hmm.
I think I was kind of a late bloomer in terms of coming into my own and becoming who I was meant to be. But I think
Mm-hmm.
I finally know now who I
Yeah.
am and who I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be and what I want to do. And I have the tools now
Mm-hmm.
to do it and pursue those things.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for sharing, Megan. What a beautiful, bright soul that you are, and a gift
Um,
to the world. Thank you. Thank you.
and I think
Yes.
that in terms of healing, theater can also heal others.
Yes.
Like I can use my art for
Mhm.
children, specifically with the Aunt Nae Nae Show, to entertain and educate children and
Mhm.
make children happy. That's my goal with that. I'm not doing
Mhm.
it because I want to be famous or because, ooh, look at
Mhm.
me. I want to make
Yeah.
children happy.
Sorry, my cat.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
have a
that's all right.
cat, and
Let me see. Oh, what a pretty kitty.
he's trying to chew on the wire of my speaker, so
Oh no.
yeah, yeah, thank you for sharing. I too have opened up about my mental health journey, and I respect that you don't want to talk about it in detail because I think all of us are at different stages of our healing journey. I also struggle and continue to struggle with anxiety and depression, and I'm
Mhm.
schizophrenic. You can't tell.
Oh,
And
well,
I have a psychiatrist.
I also have a specific diagnosis, but my
Mhm.
family and I have decided not to share it with the public
Yeah.
yet, so
Yeah. And I respect
but I
that.
have something similar, but not the same as
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's
Thank you.
fine.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
it's not fine, but it
Y-
is fine. I
Yes, it's
don't
okay. Yeah, it's okay to not share.
I don't mind
Yeah.
talking to you despite that, and as long as you feel the
Mhm.
same never mind. I don't know
Uh,
where I'm going with that.
no, I think
Go
I
ahead.
know. Yeah, I know where you're going with it, is that not all of
Um,
us are ready to open up to that level yet. And I
my point
respect
is
that.
just my point is just because we have mental health things
Mhm.
or issues doesn't
Yeah.
mean we're not worthy of
Hmm.
love and respect just like any other person. That's what I
Oh,
believe.
that should be a quote. That is so
Mhm.
beautiful. I love that. And that's why I'm on a mission to inspire and help people, to let people know that, hey, yes, we think different, which is amazing. We do things different, which is amazing. We need the gifts of everyone, right? So I
Mhm.
love that. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, let's talk about your show, Aunt Nae Nae. How did you come up with the title?
Well, it's inspired by my 7-year-old nephew.
Oh,
He, when he was first learning how to talk when he was little, he couldn't say Megan.
yeah.
So he said, we were like, who's that? Pointing to me. And he was like, Aunt Nae Nae.
Oh,
And
that's
so
so
that's what he
sweet.
still calls me to this day, even though he's 7 years old.
Oh.
But he lives in a different state.
Mhm,
So we chat over FaceTime a lot, me and him.
mhm,
And he asked me, do the Aunt Nae Nae show. One day I just
mhm.
said, it's the Aunt Nae Nae show. Hey. And I started telling jokes and doing funny things.
Yeah,
And then a few weeks later, I thought, you know what? I could really do this and just, sing a song and put it on YouTube and see
yeah,
what happens. And that's what I did.
yeah.
So it was inspired by my nephew, whom I love and adore. He's my
Oh,
whole world. I
yeah.
do it just for him if nobody else would watch.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, that's really cool. So on the show, you sing for kids?
Yeah, there's songs. There's a lot of songs. There's also telling stories,
Yeah.
jokes, and a little bit of educational content. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I'll go like to a destination, like Aunt Nene goes to the beach or Aunt Nene
Mm-hmm.
goes to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just like a variety show for kids. I forgot to say it was a variety show. For
Yeah.
kids ages like 8 and under,
Mm-hmm.
maybe kids as old as 10 years old could enjoy some of the episodes. It just depends on the episode.
Oh, wow, that's so cool. And how is your show doing on YouTube? Because I know there are so many other shows as well.
It's doing pretty well for someone who just started out like a year and a half ago. It's one of
Mhm.
my videos got over 54,000 views already.
Wow,
And
that's
between all
awesome.
my videos combined have over 60,000 views total.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got a publicist now, and I'm getting invited to do all these podcasts like yours.
Yes, yes.
And so hopefully
Mm,
that will help me get more views and be able to
mhm.
make money from these YouTube videos and make a little bit of my own money because I
Yeah,
don't have a job right now.
yeah, yeah. I
This is
don't
my job,
either. Yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing. I don't have a job. I'm a full-time mom and podcaster. That's
Oh,
what I
that's
do.
cool.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
you're a mom.
Yes, I am.
How old are your kids?
My oldest daughter is 14. She looks
Oh.
identical to me. We're like clones. People
Well,
think we're
she might be a little too
sisters.
old for the Aunt Nae Nae Show,
She will still check it out. And I have a
but sh
7-year-old. 7.
oh, he's the perfect age. Oh, same as my nephew. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have any kids of my own, so my nephew is my only niece or nephew, so he's like my
yeah.
only child right now, basically.
That's so cool. Yeah. Yeah. So what has changed when you were a child versus now in terms of what kids are watching and what they enjoy?
Gosh, when I was little, I was watching like Looney Tunes, like
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny and all the
Mm-hmm.
Yosemite Sam and all the Elmer Fudd and all those classic cartoons, and I was watching the '90s Nicktoons. Like, did you ever see Rugrats
I think I've
and
heard of
Doug
it.
and
Yeah.
uh, Hey Arnold? Now they got all these new shows that I never heard of.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
Cartoon Network, they got like Adventure Time. I've watched that one a little bit,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I'm not aware of most of these new kids shows and cartoons that they have nowadays, but they're definitely different. They're just
Very.
not the same classic feel that the old ones had, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's hard to put it into words.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. I was born and raised in Haiti. We do stories and we do rhymes, but people ask me, "Have you heard of this and this and that?" I'm like, "Oh, what is that?" I have to
Oh,
tell people I wasn't born where I am. But
oh,
yeah, 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 it's
that's
really
cool.
cool. Yeah, yeah, and so you mentioned that you're normally shy. Um,
Yeah,
is it getting better the more shows that you do, the more people you talk to?
I think so, yeah.
Mhm,
Excuse me.
mhm,
I'm not shy when I do podcasts like this or when I'm performing or when I'm doing the Aunt Nae Nae Show, for
mhm,
example.
mhm,
I'm only shy in my friendships and personal relationships and like,
mhm.
but I'm definitely not as shy as I used to be. You're right.
Yeah,
I've come a long way.
yeah.
I've always suspected that I'm also neurodivergent in some way, whether
Mhm,
it be autism or something else. I'm not sure. I've never been diagnosed
mhm,
with that either.
mhm, mhm. Yeah.
But I think that's why I had to learn how to communicate with people on a personal level
Mm,
and learn what to say and what not to say and social norms and stuff like that. But
yeah.
I'm still working on it and I'm getting better.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Yeah. My son has autism, and I had to learn how to communicate to people too after going through the diagnosis I did. It's a challenge, but I know we do it. We can do it. And
Yeah.
I'm so honored to be talking to you and proud of your journey. It's very beautiful and inspiring.
Thank you. I'm inspired by you too.
Thank you.
I feel
Yeah.
like a
Thank you.
kindred person.
Thank
You
you.
know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
Like
I do. Yeah.
we're just we have similarities, but we're also in different ways.
Yes.
But
Yes.
deep
Yes.
down inside, all humans are the same, right?
Yes, we are. We're all
So
connected.
there you go.
Yeah, all of us are
Mhm.
connected. Yeah, yeah. What advice would you give to, let's say, the kids that are watching your shows? What advice would you give to them if they want to do what you're doing when they grow up?
Just go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's, they say theater, they call it a play because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to
Yeah,
play,
yeah,
play
yeah.
acting or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
just play games and start pretending and maybe get
Mm-hmm.
your parents or somebody to record you on their phone
Yeah.
and start practicing and
Mm-hmm.
just perform as much. I think my nephew has the acting bug. I think he's got the
Nice.
talent,
Yeah.
and he also mentioned to me one time, like, "Aunt Nae Nae, I wanna be an actor. I think do you think I could be an actor?" And I was
Mhm.
like, "Well, yeah, sure." But
Mhm.
I would never be a stage aunt. I would never force him to do it against his will,
Mm.
like some parents with these child actors have
Yeah.
done in the past.
Yeah. Yeah. It should
But
come
I say if you
naturally.
wanna do it, get into community theater.
Yeah.
There's a lot of community theater depending on where you live for kids to get into
Mhm.
your school plays if you go to school.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
start doing it and start practicing, and
Mhm.
the more you do it, then maybe once you get to college, if you wanna major in it, then you
Mhm.
can do that.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
but my point is if you wanna do it, go ahead and start now.
Yeah.
'Cause I wish I had. If
Mm.
I did, I might be a little bit richer than I am now, at least, making a living at it. I'm
Oh,
39.
I'm 34.
Oh, that's
I,
alright.
yeah, I think there's so much richness to what you do and how you do it and the love for it. Sometimes money cannot buy the gifts that we come into this world with to give to others.
That's true.
And
And I believe
yeah,
that too. I'm just saying I wanna
yeah,
be able to make a decent living so I can afford a
mhm,
modest apartment of my own,
yeah,
because 'cause I'm depending on my parents for financial
yeah,
support right now,
yeah, yeah. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you sharing. Yeah.
and I'm
Um,
grateful to them, I'm just saying.
I hear you. Yeah, thank you for sharing. Yeah. Um, has there been times when you feel afraid that you're not doing what you're doing well like other people are doing it? And how do you overcome those fears?
Oh, yeah, there's definitely
Hmm.
like, when I used to live in New York City for 6 years, and
Hmm.
when you go to these auditions for, like, Broadway shows and stuff,
Hmm.
they have hundreds of people who show up in one day to
Yeah.
audition for the same part oftentimes,
Oh, wow.
and they all look like you, and they
Mm-hmm.
some of them, I thought I heard them singing, and I was like, "Whoa, I can't sing like that. They can sing better than I can."
Hmm. Hmm.
But I used to listen to those negative thoughts,
Mm.
and I used to get so nervous, and then I would flub up the audition
Yeah.
because of it, and
Oh.
then the rejection was hard at first, but I think now I've gotten used to being rejected, and I just don't worry about anybody else, just worry about what I'm gonna do, and I go in
Hmm.
the room, sing my little 30-second song as best I can, and as
Hmm.
long as I know that
Yeah.
I did the best I could have done, and there's nothing that I could have done better or differently to make it any different, then
Hmm.
it's just
Hmm.
the person's opinion.
Yeah.
It's not who it's
Hmm.
not a true judgment of who I am. It's not personal. It's just
Hmm.
business, frankly.
Yeah. Yeah.
When they're deciding whether they want to cast me or not, I'm talking about.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I've learned that now.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I love that you are able to differentiate business from personal. And it often
Mhm.
takes so many of us a lot of years or time to decide, hey, I'm not going to take this personal. This is what it is. And
Yeah.
it can kind of damper our dreams a little bit. What would you say to people who feel that way?
Um, well, I did feel that way, and what I did was I created my own content
Yeah.
with my YouTube show, and I
Mm.
also put some other videos on YouTube.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
then I started working with a publicist,
Yeah.
and I started doing these podcasts,
Mhm.
and now I'm just doing that, and that is, like, my occupation
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
as
That's
well as
awesome.
going to auditions for other things occasionally.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, but I would say if nobody will pay attention to you, then make your own content and do your own thing,
Yeah.
and prove them wrong,
Yeah.
is what my agent told me.
Yeah. Yeah. Your agent is right. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah,
And it will take time and
yeah.
momentum and people will fail. And that's part of the journey. And I see failure as a as fuel. Gets me going even more. Yeah. So, Megan, what are some of your favorite hobbies and things that you enjoy doing?
I like to color. I get these mandala coloring books and I color them in. I like to paint. I like to read. I like science fiction and fantasy,
Mm-hmm.
TV shows and movies and literature.
Mm-hmm.
Lord of the Rings is my favorite book.
Yeah. Oh,
um, I like to go to the beach. We
mm-hmm.
go to the beach a lot, me and my parents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I like to sing,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
And I like to spend time with my friends and family.
Mm-hmm. Those are really, really beautiful things to enjoy doing. I also paint and I have a crap ton of coloring books. I have quite a bit of coloring books. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
What do you paint?
I'm not very good. I don't have the fine motor skills to paint like a Rembrandt, like a realistic painting like that. So
Mm.
I paint mostly abstract,
Mm-hmm.
or I call it impressionist paintings.
Yeah.
But I like to play with color and lines and texture.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
I wish I had some of my paintings in front of me. I could just hold it up, but
Yeah. That's so cool. I have a bunch of my painting behind me. They're on my wall. Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, you should share some on my I have an art group if you're comfortable to share, of course.
Yeah.
It's on Facebook. It's called Poetry and Art Lovers.
Okay.
Yeah, and I share a bunch of my arts there.
Can
Yeah.
you can you invite me to I'll send
Yes. Yes, I can do that.
I can send you the link to my Facebook profile in
Yes.
an email, and then can you invite me to that?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Because right now I'm the only one posting and nobody wants to post anything.
I'll post in there.
I like, okay, I have my own group and I'm posting. I do ask people, but obviously I respect their comfort level and what they want to share, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Um, what are some key components to acting when it comes to acting?
Well, first you have to love to do it, because if you don't love it,
Mm-hmm.
then you most likely won't end up doing it for the rest of your life, because
Mm-hmm.
it's usually hard.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of auditions and most of the time a lot of rejections, more rejections
Mm-hmm.
than yeses.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But you have to, it takes a lot of hard work.
Mm-hmm.
It takes the love for the art and the
Yeah.
love for performing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it
That's
also takes, if you want to know specifically, you have to have good headshot photos, a
mm-hmm.
good resume, and a good monologue or song to do for your audition
Yeah.
song.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
And then you can try to get an agent. It's easier if you get an
Mhm.
agent to work with.
Yeah.
I'm working with one based out of Alabama
Hmm.
that I found here in Alabama, and she's really great.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool. I also
But
sing.
yeah, and just be in as many community theater plays
Yeah.
as you can.
Hmm.
Or if you're a kid, you can be in your school plays and community theater plays,
Yeah. Yeah. That's really
stuff
cool.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be my advice for how to start.
Yeah. Those are really good advice. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. I sing for fun.
Oh, me too, but
Yeah. I know I need polishing, but I don't know. I enjoy it. It's healing.
well, you can see if there's a voice lessons teacher in your area and take some lessons.
Yeah, that's
Even if it's
true.
just one lesson, just to try it out at first. And if you don't
Yeah.
like it, you don't have to take
Yeah.
any more lessons after that.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, the issue I have is with my lungs.
A voice teacher
I'm
can
out
help
of
you with
breath.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, did
Knowing how to breathe
yeah,
from your diaphragm, like, is one of the
yeah,
first elements of how to
yeah,
sing in a
yeah.
healthy. It doesn't have to, I think everybody can sing. You
Mhm,
just have to know how to use your body, which is your instrument, and
yeah,
how to breathe
mhm,
and how to use your vocal cords
yeah,
to produce a sound.
yeah,
But
yeah,
everybody is born with an instrument and everybody can sing,
mhm.
in my opinion.
I agree. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for me, it's the lungs.
Oh,
I
yeah.
find myself running out of breath.
Mhm.
I don't know how or why. And I do different posture. I try to release less air as I sing. Somehow, some way, I'm always out of breath. It's like I'm running a
Yeah.
marathon. I'm just sitting still trying to sing. Yeah, yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to share that we haven't covered?
Um, I'm from Alabama, so I can talk about, like, good Southern food. I like fried chicken and grits and,
Oh, nice.
fried okra,
Yeah.
catfish.
Hmm. That's so
Uh,
good.
my mom's a great cook. She cooks all that stuff for us.
Yeah, yeah. Fried okra.
Oh, I
That's
I
cool.
wanna share, you can follow me on YouTube
Yeah.
and subscribe to my channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Megan Claire Murphy 2, like
Hmm.
the numeral 2, Megan
Hmm.
Claire Murphy 2.
Hmm.
And you can find all the Aunt Nae Nae Show and my other videos on there. There's like 25 episodes of the Aunt Nae Nae Show up
Hmm.
on my YouTube channel right now.
Hmm. Hmm. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm
And most of the
definitely.
other
Yeah.
videos are safe for kids to watch if they want to watch my other videos too. But
Yeah.
it's up to the parents.
Yeah. I'll definitely be checking it out. Yeah. Yeah. Megan, what would you like my guests to get my listeners to get from this episode today?
Um, to get to know me
Mm,
and for me to let myself be known
yeah.
to them
Hmm. Hmm.
and let them know that I really hope they'll watch the Aunt Nae Nae Show.
Hmm.
But like I said, even if nobody else watches, I'll just do it for my nephew if he's the only one that watches. But it'd be really nice if you could help me get some subscribers and views so I can make a living doing this. But that's not the end goal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll do it together. I'll for sure share your information to my listeners, and hopefully, in return, you can do the same. And
I'll share
yeah,
this podcast
yeah,
when it airs,
hmm,
I
hmm,
guess is the right word.
yeah, yeah. We'll
I'll
support each
definitely
other.
share that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I have, I think, two or three questions to ask you as we wrap up this amazing episode. The first
Okay.
one is, what is the meaning of life for you?
To be happy and to
Mm,
make others happy and to help others.
yeah, yeah, I love that. And what keeps you going every single day?
My family, and especially my little 7-year-old nephew.
I
He's
love that.
my ever since I found out he was gonna be born,
Mhm.
he became like my new purpose in life.
Oh,
And I
that's so
finally had
beautiful.
something worthwhile to live for when
Yeah.
he was born, and he still is that to me.
Mm, that's so beautiful. I love that. My last question for you. Where can my listeners find you, watch your show, and support the work that you're doing?
Um, you can find me on Facebook under the name Megan Claire Murphy,
Mhm.
or you can just go on youtube.com and in the search bar type in my name, Megan Claire Murphy or Megan Claire Murphy 2, and then my video will pop up. Then you click on the description and you can click subscribe.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Megan, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for everything that you're doing and keep up the amazing work. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
You're welcome.